What's going on, people? Jay the Black here, back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Cardi B and Offset. She put up a video on Instagram basically explaining why the two are no longer together. Just like I had said to myself when they first got engaged, I said this has to be a business situation, because I don't think Offset can be faithful. I don't know why he would marry her. I think he did it because she was becoming a big deal. She's becoming very popular. And he saw an opportunity to benefit himself. Now, he has an album coming out, and you have people who are saying, no, this could be promotion. But when I see CNN posting about it, I don't think that, some other blog sites as well, I don't think that it's just about that. It could be that they truly have broken up, and I believe they've been broke up for a while. That's why when you hear about Offset cheating, I don't think him and Cardi B are together. I think this whole thing was a business situation. It was a situation to not only get her career going, which she has. She got the child she wanted. And it's very interesting at the beginning of her Instagram video, she called him her baby father, not husband, not the guy that she's with, but she called him her baby's father. So she's already put him in the category of an ex. It's over when your wife is calling you her baby's father. It lets you know that she's already moved on. And she didn't seem emotional in the video at all. And then Offset put a comment in the blog, in the Instagram post, because her caption was, "There you go, peace and love." And then he posted underneath that, "Y'all won." So basically, again, this could be marketing for his album. We don't know yet. Even though his album comes out next year, it's probably already done. But I guess he is upset. I can understand why. I don't think he's upset because he wants to be with her. I think he's upset because he realizes that, he helped make her into what she is, and now she feels like she can do everything on her own. She has that child that she's always wanted by a rapper, because most of these chicks want a child by a rapper. She's already done put you in the category of baby's father. So she's mentally moved on. She has her career going. She has people around her who she trusts now. She didn't really trust them before. She relied upon Offset, early on, when she was starting to gain traction and buzz. She relied heavily on Offset. She doesn't rely on him as much anymore. So I think she feels comfortable to leave that situation. And I think he's looking at it as, damn, I thought that she needed me more, when she really doesn't. Because let me tell you what she was doing, Offset. She was putting a team around her who she felt comfortable with to go forward with, to the point to where she wouldn't need you. She wouldn't have to put up with all the cheating rumors and things of that nature. She wouldn't have to defend her relationship with you. That's what women do, man. Women will get with the guy, and once they gain what they want, the resources that they want, the fame that they want, they end up leaving. I've done countless videos on it. This is another example of it. Cardi B literally came from nothing. She was a stripper. Then she became famous on Instagram, posting Instagram videos. Then she went Love and Hip Hop. Then she went into music, and you, Offset, you helped guide her into what she is. And now she no longer needs you. Now she's doing this. She feels like she can do it on her own. She might end up moving to a new city. And she has nobody to thank but you. Okay? And her ratchet fans. Come on, now. Cardi B got some ratchet fans now. They defend everything she does. You know what I'm saying? But this is what women do, man. They gain resources, finances, they move on. You got women who will marry a guy who's in the prime of his career or whatever he's doing. Once he's no longer in that prime, they're looking to divorce him. They're looking to get out. They no longer want to be in that situation. They're the first to file for divorce. She's probably the one filing for divorce in the situation. Okay? And men got to understand that. Men gotta understand that just because at first a woman needs you does not mean that at some point she's no longer gonna need you. Because she's gonna get to that point. Women don't want to feel reliant on men, especially a female like Cardi B. With her career going the way it is, now I will say this though. That doesn't mean her career is always gonna be on a trajectory that is going. It could come a time where that thing starts to tail off. And she got her insurance policy is that child she got with Offset. So you also have to keep that in mind. These chicks be thinking steps ahead. And a lot of you dudes don't be thinking that way. They be getting babies by these entertainers because, especially if they're in the entertainment industry, just in case their career doesn't go well, they always got child support. And also, I think Cardi B's probably out there, looking for another guy, because a lot of chicks are. Let me tell you something. Most women don't leave a relationship unless they have something lined up, especially if that woman, not saying Cardi B is like super attractive, but I'm just saying a woman who still has value physically in the dating market, they're always going to have suitors. They're always going to have suitors. And because they're always going to have suitors, they're quick to leave relationships and try to go and get another one, And that's probably what Cardi's doing. She's probably talking to ex-boyfriends, and it really wouldn't surprise me, because she was dating a guy who was locked up before she got with Offset, and that guy has since been released. She could be back talking to him. She has that career she's always wanted. She could go back to him. We've seen this before. There are chicks who, to be dating a guy who's in and out of trouble when he's a teenager, and then she ends up going to college, getting a good job, and she ends up getting right back with that same guy, or getting with a guy who has a bit of a checkered past, so to speak. Women do that, man. And, she basically used Offset. She used Offset as long as she could. She got the child, as a security deposit, as a insurance policy. And I think Offset is upset at everybody else. But, dude, if you're openly cheating, then that's on you. You may think that people were against you, but this might be a good thing, because you don't have to be tied down by an over-emotional female. And Cardi B is very over-emotional. And you don't want to be tied down to somebody like that. Like, you really don't. You don't want to be tied down to somebody who can get unhinged, But I will say this, though. If this is true, if this relationship is completely over, what is she going to do when people come at her and she doesn't have Offset to have her back? Because you put yourself, because I will say this about Offset, okay? Offset had her best interest at heart, when it came to that motorsport controversy, Offset, in that situation, think of the other amigo, Quavo, they were able to get, changes and alterations to suit Cardi B. But without those guys backing you up, that's not going to happen anymore. So hopefully Cardi is going to be around people who have her best interests at heart, who's going to look out for her, who's going to guide her in this industry, because you don't want to surround yourself with too many fake people. Because one thing about fake people can make it seem like they're genuine when they're really not, because they're used to being liars and deceivers. And people who are trained liars and deceivers can make you believe that they can make you bigger than what you are. But really, they're blowing smoke up. And they're basically going to milk you and use you too. But that situation to me always just seemed like an arrangement. Never really seemed like a genuine relationship. It was just for her to establish her career and for Offset to establish his solo career. And I said this. But what's very interesting is that, let's say that this whole thing is legitimate, right? Why would she wait a week before his album comes out to announce this? Why isn't he announcing it? Now, you could have announced this after the album came out. Maybe it is a way to promote his album. But even if she comes back out and said that she's lying, do you know a lot of her supporters would be mad at her? They really would. They would probably, not a lot, but some of them probably turn on her. And they would have good reason, because he'd be out here lying and playing games. Okay? But it just shows you what happens, man. When you help build somebody up, they get successful and leave. You know, that's been the knock on us, especially as black men. You know, you have black women who have said that, you know, when we get successful, we end up leaving the woman who helped us to get successful. We end up leaving to get with a woman of another race after black women have helped us build. I don't think that's true. I think those relationships just fizzle out. You know what I'm saying? I think those women aren't able to adapt to that new lifestyle, from what I've noticed. And these guys get women who can adapt to the lifestyle. You know, you don't want to have to, you know, be with somebody who you have to basically teach how to interact with your social circles, your new social circles, you know. But yeah. Y'all let me know in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.